It's hot. Hello, welcome back to the Knits for the Soul podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm recording for you from a very hot central German town. This is a podcast about knitting. It's been a very long time since I recorded last. I had to check the last episode what I was talking about because I had no idea, I couldn't remember. And yeah, so here I am again. It's July. It's summer. I have a 2-week vacation and yeah, it is unbearably hot. It's awful. So I have an AC in the room next to me, so that's why. Yeah, and a new microphone. Let's see how that works. I tested it and it didn't record the AC. So I really do hope that this is working out. And I have no idea how long I can bear it to have my hair down because it's really awful. Yeah. Hi. Welcome back. And thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for sticking by the channel. Thank you for the likes on my Instagram account. If you are a new viewer, hi. I am not prepared, which is my usual podcast format. And yeah, you're also very welcome and I hope you like this content. I have a finished object, a half finished object, an almost finished object, and yarn. Oh no, I have 3 finished objects. And yeah, a lot of yarn. And let's see where this goes. So my first finished object is this little squid. It's a free pattern on Ravelry by Sarah Squid. And let me think, I used a 3.5mm needle. And this is a Rico Design Cotton Decay in a taupe colorway, and I held the yarn double, I think. Yes. Whoop. I held the yarn double, and this is the original yarn. Yeah, Essentials Cotton Decay by Rico Design. And this is the color 89 for the little squid. This is still some yarn I had left from when I had my shop, which I closed 6 years ago. So I still have quite a cotton stash from that time left. A couple of colors that I liked and I thought I would use for something. Here is the first use. Yeah, so I really like this taupe color. It's a really nice color. So this is the squid. I stuffed him with some leftover yarns I had and used safety eyes. So this is supposed to be attached to an umbrella. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my son and I started going to steampunk festivals with a whole outfit thingy. And because I'm a Gail Carriger fan and I love the Soulless book series, I thought this is a really nice coincidence because octopuses are a thing in steampunk, and I mean the Soulless series is a steampunky book series. And yeah, so Miss Tarabotti, or later Lady Mackin, is kind of fighting the Society of the Octopus or something like that. I forgot the real name. And I thought this is such a cool thing to make little squids and octopuses and use them for my outfits as well. So this is going to be on my umbrella. I have a black lace umbrella, and I will buy the same one in cream as well for a different color scheme outfit, and he will suit on both colorways. So this is my first finished object that was done in a day. So it's really easy, as it's a free pattern. So these are all I-cords, but it's a very well written pattern. All of her patterns are interesting, and it's easy to follow. So it's a very fun little project. And the next octopus, the next finished object I show you is an octopus by Jane Conway. I also used a 3.5 millimeter needle and some glittery yarn I found in a dollar store, you know, where you get also craft supplies and stuff. And for my outfit for last week, it is at the moment attached to a shoulder holster armor thingy. It's faux leather, and you attach it to the shoulder. It's very hot right now, so I will not put this on bare skin, but he sits here. I will put in another picture that I also posted on my Instagram. So, and he sat here last weekend. I carried it around. That was really fun. So yeah. There was one lady who also asked why there are octopuses everywhere. So this is my little glittery knit octopus. This is also a free it's a free pattern. That was also fun to knit. You knit the head flat actually, and then later it's seamed together. And when you're knitting, what is this, the body? The mouth? You have all the stitches on a stitch holder, and then you always take 4 stitches, cast on another 4, and then you're I-cording the arms. So I would like to do another one, but then I would put those flexible thingies inside there. I have no idea what they are called in English. Just a moment. So, it's a chenille wire. I should have known that. So these things, and then you can just push it wherever you need it. And I tried to insert them into the I-cord arms after I sewed the mouth shut of the octopus, but that doesn't work. I think because of the yarn, it's kind of, well, it's forgiving for, let's say, little mistakes, but the wire is catching on everything in there. So I will make another one, and I thought maybe for one of the for one of the umbrellas, I will knit it in a way that I can just add it on the top, on the top point, and it will stay there all the time. And then I will attach the arms on the arms of the umbrella. So when I open the umbrella, it's opening the arms, and So this is my second finished object, a little octopus. Also a very well written pattern. Okay, then I have a very big finished object. I tried to get it out of the pile over here. Okay. So there was a knit along by me and Simone on Instagram, and she's always doing those adorable, beautiful log cabin sweaters and vests for, oh my god, oops, sorry, for her daughter. And then she called out a knit along, and I took part. I'm probably the last person who finished her project. Anyway, I made a cardigan, and here is the bag, and I also used the contrasting colors on the arms and also, well, the collar button, non-button band. So I still have to weave in this part, but everything else is woven in already. I did that while I was knitting. And because it's super hot, and this is wool, 100% wool. This is Hjertegarn Lima, and I've knit this on a 4 or 5 millimeter. Let me just check. On a 5 millimeter needle. Yeah. The idea for the collar I saw on another pattern I really liked, and this is the Rainbow Party cardigan by Steph Lotwin. I will link it in the show notes. And the color on that cardigan inspired me to do this color. And yeah. So there is no real pattern for this cardigan. So this is a generic log cabin, knitted log cabin. So, and I used a store-bought cardigan I liked for reference. So I always put it on that cardigan. I let it flat on the bed, put it on that cardigan, and thought, okay, nice, this is the size I want. And then I just, it's hard to see because it's a dark blue, and you see this is the side, and on the top here there are short rows, so this is all improvised, and also the fronts are totally improvised. As I said, I will insert a b-roll or photos where it's worn. So this is all improvised. So I always put it on that other cardigan and checked, okay, now I should do the decreases or increases, and yeah, it worked out. It's all garter, of course. It's very heavy actually. I haven't weighed it yet, but it's quite heavy, and warm, really warm. And this is one it's a cardigan I will wear at home, probably not outside, though I dare say it would be warm enough to wear outside in central German winters. There are no closures on the front, so you could use some wooden brooch or something, a shawl brooch to keep it close, I guess, or a belt. That would be possible. Let's see. The next winter is coming, I guess. So yeah, so this is my biggest finished object, and the biggest, I guess, I've had in ages. yeah, so I'm really proud of it, and I have a lot of the yarn left. So what I will do is I will knit a blanket with the remaining yarn, and as I have lots of it left, it's going to be a very large one, but I won't start this until winter. So now I would like to knit lighter things, or stuff I would like to wear in autumn and winter, and this one and the blanket, the log cabin blanket, will be a winter project. As it grows, you can wrap yourself in it. That's nice. So okay, these were my finished objects. Now I have my works in progress. I don't know if I had them. When was my last episode? Was it in March? I guess it was in March. Tons of stuff happened. I wanted to do an episode after we went to the Leipzig Yarn Festival, but I got COVID the week after, and no episode. So I think there is no point in rehashing everything that went down, because that's all news. Anyway, it was really, really nice. I loved it, and it was a wonderful day to spend with my friends. And I also bought some yarn. I will show you that later in the yarn acquisitions section. And so since then, well, I wanted to record again and again, but in April I cast on this sock in opal subscription yarn. So this was a color that was part of the December 2022 subscription by Opal. I think it is my favorite color of the whole year of 2022. I so love this colorway. I wrote to Opal and asked if they had remaining skeins of this. Oh, that was my dog, so if you hear him, he's sleeping on the other side of my iPad. So I asked Opal if they have remaining skeins of that and if I could purchase them, but they said they didn't. And as this is a very sought after color, no one would separate themselves of those who has or had the subscription last year. Anyway, my hopes are still not crushed that Opal will decide to have this color in a normal yarn line next year maybe. And then, if they do, I will buy a sweater's quantity and knit a sweater, because look at this. This is so pretty. As usual, I knit a toe-up sock, and it is, because I like the colors, I did just a 3 knit 1 purl ribbing, nothing special. The cuff on the top is a 2x2. So this is really nothing special. It's a mindless knit, and though it is mindless, this is the stage where I'm at the sock too. So I started this in April. I know. And I usually knit on this on Stitch and Bitch meetings, sometimes when I was at the doctor's, but yeah. So I got this little alpaca, do you see that? It's so cute. I got this as a birthday gift from a friend, and with some other handmade progress keepers, and yeah, this is so cute. I'm going to love this pair. And you see there is a lot of yarn left. I will rewind this as soon as I finished with this sock because it looks so untidy. Don't you like that as well? It's horrible, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. So this is my first whip for this episode. Okay, the last whip. I mean, there are whips in that cabinet. Yeah. So since last time I haven't knit on that brownish blackish cardigan because it's hot, and I'm still wanting to knit something colorful, and I wanted to finish that log cabin cardigan. Yeah, and since I'm a very bad knitter, I cast on something new, and that is the Trivestular shawl vest thing by sosuknits, Susanne Sommer. And so here's a disclaimer. I have no idea why I stumbled upon this pattern. I don't know. But as we are in this steampunk verse mood, mania at the moment, I saw the pattern photo and thought, yeah, this is something, if I do this and that, I could incorporate this in a costume. If I wouldn't be in that, how do I call that? In that steampunky mood, I would never have bought the pattern because I really don't like the pattern photos. So the colors are not at all my thing. I think they're not nicely put together. You know what I mean? It's not aesthetically pleasing, at least for me. And yeah, so I would never have bought it. But as I have this for a purpose, I thought I really would like to knit this, and I bought it and cast it on immediately. And I also use the taupe yarn I had for the Squid, and oh, the light is getting worse here, I'm sorry. So it's held double because I used this before for a crochet pillow. I wanted to crochet pillowcases for my balcony couch and wanted to use up all the DK cotton I have left. So I made this, and the taupe was around this, and I made little bobbins, so it would look boho-ish. And I also had finished the bag of the pillowcase, and I kind of didn't like the finished piece. So when I found the Trivestular pattern, I don't know, is it pronounced that way, or Trivestular? I have no idea. I really needed this yarn, and as I held it double for the pillowcase and unraveled, it was still held double, which is good because the Trivestular shawl vest thing is knit with 2 yarns held double to get a marled effect. I didn't want a marled effect, so I have this held double, and I used the same yarn in black, also held double, for accents. So you start with the center part, which is then the back piece, and then you knit the wings, and then later on you pick up stitches on the top, which, let me just find where, yeah, somewhere here, which connects the back piece and the wing, and you get an armhole, and on the other side as well, but there is a needle in there, and then you can wear it in all kinds of styles, which is awesome. So I have, as you see, a black contrast. So I bound off in black as well. So, and the collar on the top will be black as well. And then I think I will add tassels. That's the dog. Add tassels as well. And then I will wear it as a vest, and on top of that vest will come the corset and all the other frippery stuff. Yeah. And as it's so nicely black and taupe, and in steampunk you have lots of blacks and browns and brass and stuff, I think this will look cool. Let's see. This is knit on a 10mm needle, which is hard on my wrists. And I have to put it down once in a while, which is nice because then I just switch to my sock project and have something smaller to do. So, but the 10mm is very awful for the wrist. Yeah. So this is what I've been knitting. We have July, April, May, June, 3.5 months. Yeah, well, I'm not a fast knitter. And yeah, so I hope it's not something so awful that there are not many episodes out there. Yeah, anyway, the next segment are yarn acquisitions. If that is not your thing, as Inga from Knitting Traditions uses to say, yeah, then you can switch to the end. So I have timestamps down in the description box if you want to see a bit of footage where we went in the past months, and if you would like to see the tons of yarns I purchased, then stay here. Okay. Yeah, we will go on a trip to Berlin this week, and on the weekend there will be the bedding wool week or weekend. So in the part of town in Berlin which is called Wedding, there will be a wool festival, and I'm going to meet a friend, and we're going to the wool festival, and I intend to purchase some vacation yarn because, well, when you're in Berlin, right? So, and let's see, there's a lot of yarn here. Prior to the yarn festival in Leipzig at the beginning of April, I went to a local yarn store here because it was closing down. I think it has closed already by now, and they had a sale, and I'm not sure if I posted this on my Instagram or if I mentioned it in another episode. Anyway, I bought some Regia Tweed Color because I thought this is so pretty, so country-ish kind of, and it's really nice. So I wanted to have this, and then I needed some basic colors. So for the scrappy socks and for the sock tube, I always had those Lang Yarns 50-gram balls, and I used up the bright pink, and they had some bright pink. So this is 100-gram ball of yarn by Relana. It's just 75-85. It's a standard sock yarn, and I needed also some yellow. So nothing fancy, but something basic you need in your sock yarn stash. So let's see. And then there was the Yarn Festival in Leipzig, and there was a plant dyer from Leipzig or somewhere around Leipzig, and I really liked their rustic yarns. And I went there with the intention, to the festival, with the intention to get some yarns for 2 sweaters I have in my queue. And the first one I want to knit is the Northerly Sweater by Caitlin Hunter. And I saw, this is the same with as with the Trivestular shawl vest thing. I wouldn't have purchased the Northerly pattern or wanted to knit it if I had only known the pattern photos, because I don't like the color scheme on there. But I saw a project on Instagram and thought, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful sweater. What is the pattern? And then it was the Northerly. And I said, okay, wow, that's so cute and so gorgeous. Yeah. So I went to the Yarn Festival in Leipzig with the intention of purchasing yarn to knit the Northerly sweater. And I bought yarn by, let's see, it's called Wolle von der Scholle. I have absolutely no idea how I would translate this into English. So they are all plant dyed, 100 gram skeins with 300 meters of yarn. And the sheep is a Leineschaf. So this is a sheep local to the area in Leipzig, Saxony. So then here we have, this will be the main color. This is dyed with walnut. Yeah, walnut. And this is the fourth bath, or how do you say that? So of course it's quite light, and the contrasting colors are this one. I don't know if it's really coming out correctly in the light at the moment. It's a very nice yellow. Then I have this, but I lost the label. I cannot tell you with which it was dyed. So, and then 2 greens. And again, I don't have the label doesn't say what they dyed it with. So this is a very dark green. I don't think my camera shows it correctly. And then a light one. Yeah, it's blown out awfully. So this is the yarn I intend to use for my Northerly. I'm excited. It is rustic. It's not a merino, it's a Leineschaf. And yeah, but I think as soon as it's washed and blocked, it will be so awesome. Really, really nice. I'm so looking forward to this. Where do I put it? And yeah, so that was, I think that was my single purchase. I think my friends know better. So if someone of you is watching, please tell me what else I did buy at the Yarn Festival in Leipzig. I can't remember. So these yarns I bought. And I'm really happy that I bought something so very local and plant dyed. So it's nice. Yeah. shortly after that, I read that Root of Rain Cloud and Sage closes down her business. So it's already closed down by now. And it has been, I think, I don't know, ooh, I'm sorry. I think it was last year or the year before. I can't remember. I bought a kit, a yarn kit, in her Nord base, and the color Stone Fruit as the main color, with a set of 5 minis. So this is, I think, a German Merino and a Frisian Milksheep. So this was the kit I bought. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. When I bought it, I just loved the colors, and I wanted to try the base. So when I saw that she would close down, or was in the process of closing down her business, I thought, oh my god, let's check what she has left in stock. And she still had the Nord in Stone Fruit. That was everything. That was the only stuff that was left. I wanted to purchase some, what was the base, Origin in the undyed colorway. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. But there was just the Nord and Stone Fruit. So I bought 4 more skeins, and this has a 5 years label on it when she celebrated 5 years. Yeah, so now I have 500 grams of Nord and Stone Fruit and the mini set. So this will be enough to also do some colorwork garment. I have no idea what I will knit, but I have enough, and it's also this the same dye lot, I guess. So that's really nice. So yeah, there was a dog. I'm really glad I could still get my hands on that, because I really love the color, and also to yeah, help her reduce her own stash, or her shop stash. Yeah. Then I bought some more yarn for some Rain Cloud and Sage, because I said I wanted more of the Origin in the undyed version, but there was none left. I had this special yarn. This is plant dyed by Woolen Twine. So she's still in business, by the way. So this is plant dyed by Woolen Twine, and I bought these 3 because I wanted to do a cowl and hat set, which was color work in this color scheme. And yeah, so that never came to be. And I thought, okay, what will I do with these? And there is a very, very pretty Christmas sweater I would like to knit, and I put in a picture here, and also by whom it is, and it's a free pattern. I think it's a Sundness garn, but I'm not sure at the moment. So, and this yarn has the correct gauge and weight for that pattern, but of course I don't have enough of the main color. So I went on a search how I could substitute this weight in this natural warm color, and I found some, but only because I have ordered at their shop before, and I had the color cards. I have the color cards for the, how are they called? I forgot the name. Oh yeah, Rigabetten. So this is actually, well, they're not per se a yarn store, not at all. They sell household items like mattresses and bedding and stuff. But they also have wool. And I had purchased with them before and tried several of their bases, and one of their bases has the right yardage. So let me just see. Yeah. So I purchased 3 skeins or 3 balls of their 4-ply knitting yarn, which is 100% wool. It's not perfectly the same, but I will try. And because I was ordering them anyway, I also purchased 1 skein of a color I wanted to try forever. So this is their 3-ply wool in the color strawberry, I think. So again, unfortunately, my camera is not capturing the color as it really looks like. It's so pretty. Yeah, it's slightly mild. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So this is really nice. No idea what I will do with it, but I was saving shipping costs. Yeah. And then the last skein or ball of yarn I have here to show you is some Regia 4-ply. It's a 50-gram skein, and it's one of their mild effect yarns. I think I saw this in a grocery store somewhere, and I wanted to have it as a contrasting yarn to some black, or let's see, for some of my sock tube yarns. So it's just this. It's really nice. So I can't remember where I bought it, but I saw the colors and thought, this is so pretty. I want to have it. Yeah, so there is a mountain of yarn at my feet, and lots to knit. And I actually told myself not to purchase any yarn just like that, but well, the next week is coming and I'm set on indulging in at least 1 skein, maybe sock yarn from the wedding wool weekend. Maybe there are some hand dyers, I don't know. And yeah, let's see, someone from Berlin maybe, and then I will have a little vacation gift. Yeah, so if you're still here, thank you so much. I hope my next episode won't be that far in the future and that I will have more finished objects to show you. Until then, I hope you enjoy the footage I will put here, and yeah, thank you. And if you leave a thumbs up or a heart or whatever, or comment or subscribe if you haven't yet, that would be awesome. So thanks and bye, and yeah, stay safe and cool during this hot summertime. Bye bye.